morning, Facebook. My name is Kiasha Monroe. We're going to be celebrating our 4th Sunday service, youth service. And today we're going to be talking about our children and race relations and what it means to them and what they can do to maybe make an impact on our community as a whole. We hope you guys that enjoy what their discussions are. We hope that this sparks a discussion in your homes, in your private time. And also please note that we have followed all CDC guidelines. Please note that they have worn extended wear, hand sanitizers, and we've disinfected and cleaned, and we have taken their precautions and their health and safety in our forefront of our minds as well. So we hope you guys enjoy what our children have to offer in regards to race and race relations in today's America.
The Student Patch by our very own Atanya F. Freeney. Today, I'll do my best to be my best. What I do today will make a difference in my life. My choices will affect me and those around me. I will listen. I'll follow directions. I'll be honest. I'll respect rights of others. I'll learn something today because today matters and my future is built one now at a time.
Lift every voice and sing. Lift every voice and sing. True to our God, true to our native land. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let every sound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun, our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Lest our heart, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shadow beneath Thy hand, may we forever stand. True to our God, true to our God, true to our God, true to our native land.
Our first question I'll ask to Pierre. Pierre, what is racism?
Racism is people get treated wrong black people get treated wrong. Look at white people be not smart enough. That's what racism is.
Is that based on the color of our skin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. What do you think when you see the police?
When I see the police, I will get scared because I don't know what they would do or what happened in that moment. So I would just keep calm and be quiet.
Very good.
Think good things.
Very good. Pierre? Pierre, what do you think when you see the police?
I run.
Okay, tell me why you run.
Cause they want to shoot me.
Okay, so when you see the police, you feel like you may need to run because you think they may shoot you?
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think they may shoot you?
Cause some cops shoot people for no reason.
Well, that is true. Some cops do shoot people for no reason, but are all cops that way?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Brianna, what do you think when you see the police?
I would just stay calm and not do nothing.
Are you afraid of the police?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. We really don't have to be afraid of the police because they are actually there to help us. Now, we do understand that there are some police that may not always do the right thing, but for the most part, policemen do the right thing and they want to do the right thing. So there's no need to be afraid of the police. Be cautious, stay calm, and as much as possible, do what they ask you to do, okay? Can somebody explain what Black Lives Matter is, or what does Black Lives Matter mean?
Black Lives Matter is a movement for us black people to show and to stop racism against us black people.
Okay, Black Lives Matter, like she said, is a movement that was started to bring attention to the value of people of color. It is set up to be helpful for people to take a minute, for policemen to take a minute, and for other people who are not aware of what's happening to Black lives to stop and realize and recognize that our lives matter too. Black lives matter too. Policemen, we want you to understand that our lives matter too. People of power, government, commissioners, legislature, Black lives matter too. So when you're making your decisions, when you're doing things that are going to affect the lives of people everywhere, stop to consider that Black lives matter too. When someone says Black lives matter and somebody comes back and they say all lives matter, what do you think about that?
I feel like, yes, all lives matter too, but black people get treated differently than everybody else.
It's not that all lives don't matter, but right now we're asking you to please focus on what's happening with Black lives. Dion,
Ma'am.
do you know who Tamir Rice is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who is Tamir Rice?
A boy.
And what happened to Tamir?
He got killed.
Right. How did he get killed?
The police.
Very good. What do you think about what happened to George Floyd?
So he was walking, and that's when he didn't do nothing. That's when the police came. They had him on the ground, and that's when it was a white officer. I'm not trying to be racist, but the white officer had him on the ground, and it had his knee on his neck, and that's when he said, "I can't breathe," and that's when he died.
So he died because a police officer had his knee on his neck. How do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
feel? How do you feel about that?
Sad,
Why does it make you sad?
because he died.
Okay, well, how does it make you feel about the police?
That was wrong.
That was wrong. Yes, that was wrong. But do you feel like all police officers would have handled it that way?
No,
Because not all police officers are what?
bad.
Right. There are some good police officers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you see police officers, what should you do? What should your reaction or response be? Or what is your reaction or response when you see them?
Call my mama.
Okay, what if mom is not around? Or mom doesn't pick up her phone?
I just just listen to what they say, and once it's over, just walk away.
Okay, very good. It's always good to listen to what they say, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, okay. Jakaria, can you tell us, how does racism affect Black people?
How racism affects Black people is that everywhere we go, we get looked at differently. We get talked about differently. They think that they're better than us, smart. They think that, oh, we're dumb, and think they're better than, smarter than us, and that we can't do anything. We're gonna be flipping burgers and that we're not gonna be able to make something out of ourselves.
So a lot of times people feel less of Black people simply because of the color of their skin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Dion, can you tell us what is police brutality?
Police brutality is police slam you, put you in the chokeholds, and put his knee on your neck.
Okay, so sometimes police mistreat people of color simply because of their color.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Brianna,
Ma'am.
do you know who George Floyd is?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is George Floyd?
George Floyd is the man that got killed for no reason, and the officer that did that, they just did that on purpose.
Okay. Dion,
Ma'am,
how do you feel when you see the police?
some of them are good and some of them are bad.
So you feel pretty good when you see the police?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, that's good. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. Jakaria?
Yeah.
What are some ways you think we can help fight police brutality?
Some ways we can help is by protesting and making ourselves heard and known.
Okay, how do you think we should act if we are stopped by the police or we see the police?
If you are stopped by the police, for instance, for me, I would say, my name is Jakaria Walton. I am underage, and I will not be answering no questions without my parents' permission.
Very good. Should we do whatever they may be asking us to do?
Yes, ma'am.
We should do what they ask us to do. Okay, Brianna,
Ma'am.
do you know who Breonna Taylor is?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is Breonna Taylor?
The girl that got killed in her sleep, and she didn't do nothing wrong. She was just sleeping, and the police that got permission to search the lady's house, and then they started shooting and killed her for no reason. And the police that did that did not get fired at all.
Okay, they're still working on that case, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Has there ever been a time either of you have been faced with racism? So you haven't really had to deal with racism in your lives. That's good. Do you know anybody that has? Breonna Taylor?
Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery.
Very good. So, let me ask maybe one final question. What can we do to help end racism? Any one of you can answer that.
What we can do is to make ourselves heard and known and to try to stop this police brutality because it's doing nothing but tearing the Black community down.
Thank y'all very much for your participation today, and continue to listen to your elders and continue to educate your white friends or other friends that may not be a person of color on things that they can do to help. Know that Black people are just as valuable, their lives are just as valuable as any other lives, and we don't have to be afraid of the police if we comply and do what they say. For the most part, your lives are valuable. Your lives matter.
My name is Dion Walton, and my Black Lives Matter because I matter.
My name is Faith Jenkins, and my Black Lives Matter because I matter and my people matter as well.
My name is Love, and Black Lives Matter because I matter.
My name is Brianna, and Black Lives Matter because I matter too.
My name is Pierre Watson, and Black Lives Matter because I'm worth it. My name is Jakaria Walton, and my Black Lives Matter because I matter, and because I am smart, kind, and I'll be somebody when I grow up.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you have been blessed by the service with our youth. A lot of times as we go through the pandemic, as we go through the cultural shifts that we can see happening in our country and across the world, we think about it from the adult's perspective. But it is so good to hear how our young people are processing what's going on in our country, how they are thinking about going through the pandemic, how they are thinking about the Black Lives Matter movement since they are young African American children. How are they internalizing what they see happening? So if you have children, make sure that you're having good conversations with them so that you can keep them encouraged, that you can keep them covered, and you can be prayerful about them. So we thank you for joining us on this morning. And remember, share this with some of your young people so that they can benefit from the conversation. And as always, it is offering time in the sanctuary. We'd like to thank all of our members and even our friends who are sowing so freely into this ministry. Your giving is not going unnoticed. It is not going on unappreciated. We want you to know that we thank you so much and that God is going to bless you 1,000-fold your giving to this ministry. And if you would like to know the ways that you can give, there are 3 ways that you can give to this ministry. The first way is you can give on an online app called Givelify. You can locate New Beginnings Church of God by Faith and give that way. The second way that you can give is on our website. You can go to www.nbcogbf.org, locate the donate button, and give that way. And the third way that you can give is just the old-fashioned way. You can write out that check, send it to Post Office Box 6146, Gainesville, Florida 32627. Again, we thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.